Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Galil at the gun. That means roll the corn. Peace to the gods and goddesses. In the chat, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to my YouTube, subscribe to my live subscription on TikTok. Y'all do that for me, man. Don't miss out on the lives or the rewatch on YouTube. Put where you're from and put the coin in the chat. Put where you're from and put the coin in the chat. Roll the coin. We know the truth now. Mackenzie, Tennessee. Columbus with the Columbus rolling the corn. Yo, 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 yo. Columbus in the building. Mackenzie, Tennessee. H-Town, Meek in the building. Throw up the H. Put the corn, put where you're from in the chat. Put the corn, put where you're from in the chat. Cleveland, Ohio, Baltimore. Obi John, what's up? What's up, cuz? What's up? Cool beans. I love you and I'm in love with you. Ed boy, what up? Chicago in the building. 73rd. Alabama, stand up. Brew Vision in the building. What's up, brother? Columbus, Ohio. Rhode Island in the building. North Carolina. Philly in the building. Georgia in the building. Copper Militant. Aurora, Colorado. I just left there. Beautiful place. Dallas, Texas. Birmingham in the building. Tuscaloosa. Roll the corn. We know the truth now. What we got? Orange, New Jersey. Dorian, I love you and I'm in love with you. Ed boy. Truth, what's up? Jungle Juice, I love you and I'm in love with you, Jungle Juice. Swug, what up? Canton, Ohio. Atlanta in the building. I'm coming back to Atlanta real soon. Detroit, Michigan, we got the D. We got Atlanta. We got Rhode Island. We got Switzerland in the building. Okay. Today, I'm just going to go over some random receipts I've been checking out. Every time I come across some new receipts, you know I give them to y'all. Mikey Drew, what up, bro? Every time I get new receipts, you know I give them to y'all, man. Fresh off the hot plate. You feel me? Rancho Cucamonga, California. It's Friday, next Friday, Rancho Cucamonga. Jacksonville, Temuca Indians, roll the corn. Oakland in the building. I got to get to Oakland, man. I got to get to Oakland. Princess Indigenous, roll the corn. Gainesville, Florida, roll the corn. Upstate New York, Denise Brown, Kansas City, KC, Missouri, Harlem shaking in the building, South Carolina. Okay, this is what we got. The two-headed serpent is thought to represent many things. Since a snake sheds its skin and emerges anew, it's thought to represent the rebirth and resurrection. The two-headed snake, the rebirth and resurrection, the two heads representing both the earth and the underworld. The earth and the underworld. Las Vegas in the building. Roll the corn. The two-headed serpent, earth and underworld. Earth and underworld. I want y'all to remember that. Two-headed serpent, earth and underworld, right? Let's get into some receipts. Roll the corn. Now, Mississippian pottery. Well, this is not Mississippian right here. This is Aztec. The two-headed serpent ideology with the Aztec, right? Represents earth and the underworld, two-headed serpent, right? Check that out. This is the Aztec double-headed serpent. Hematite. I told y'all about hematite, the red paint that the mound builders used on artifacts. Egyptians used hematite also. So I want y'all to try to put all this together while I go through the lecture of what this stuff really mean, right? Hematite, two-headed serpent, artifact from the Aztecs. Let's keep going. Now we have the Mayans. The Mayans, two-headed serpent, earth and underworld, right? Same ideology. Same ideology. I want y'all to realize that this is our culture, and this ain't no natives done this, ain't no Europeans done this, ain't no Siberian, Mongolian people ever done this. This teaching comes from melanated people of ancient times, right? Two-headed serpent. We got Aztec, right? We got Mayan. We got older Mayan two-headed serpents, right? See that? Now watch this. Egypt, two-headed serpent, same meaning. Earth and underworld, same meaning, ain't nothing different. Aztecs, Mayans, Egyptians, two-headed serpent. Now let's go check the rest of it out. Mississippian culture, two-headed serpent. Mississippian culture, two-headed serpent on the pottery. You see it? Roll the coin. Now let's go. Now me, you know, I look at everything. Now let's go to the mounds. At the mounds on the Mississippi symbol is the two-headed serpent of the earth and the underworld. That's fire. You see what I'm going? You see what I'm getting at? We got Mississippian two-headed serpent, Mayans, Egyptians, Aztecs. Now, the mounds in Mississippi are older than the Aztec. They are older than the Egyptians. They are older than the Mayans. The teachings come from the Mississippi. Do you get where I'm going? Put the 2 in the chat. Put the 2 in the chat if you feel where I'm coming from. Let me go back through that real quick. One more time for the people who missed it. The two-headed serpent, rebirth and resurrection, represents the earth and the underworld, right? Here go the Mayans. Here you go. Two-headed serpents, right? Here go Egypt. Egypt with the two-headed serpent, earth and underworld, right? Mexico, Egypt. Two-headed serpent down there with the Mayans on the wall, right? Here go the Mississippian artifact with the two-headed serpent. Old pottery off the Mississippi Valley, right? Now let's go to the mound markers. Two-headed serpents on the mound markers in Mississippi. These artifacts were found with the two-headed serpent on them in Mississippi long before they were found with the Aztecs, Incas, Olmecs, Egyptians. This stuff is way older. These mounds in Mississippi way old. They try to say they're 1,000 years old. They're a lie. I already showed y'all proof that these mounds are 10,000 years old. This is where the ideology of earth and the underworld comes from. The two-headed serpent in Mississippi. This is a Mississippian symbol, people. I want y'all to remember that. Let's get a little deeper. Like I showed you, Egypt, the world, earth and the underworld, Egypt, Mexico, Mayans, right? Roll the coin. Now, I just threw this in here just to show you. In Memphis, Tennessee, in 1912, YT people were sitting on top of sphinxes that they found in Tennessee. Roll the coin. Why are you sitting on top of the sphinx is found in Memphis, Tennessee? See what I'm saying? Acting like this stuff don't exist. You sitting right on top of the damn sphinx. Roll the coin. I got the receipts. Yeah. Who built that? Our people built that. Let's keep going. This ain't going to be a long lab. It's going to be very informative. Okay, let's go here. DeSoto. led the first white man's expedition into the New World in 1539, 1540. Stories of a Negro who was the ruler of the Indian tribe are believed to have some basis. Many Negroes today are able to trace their ancestry to various Indian tribes of the territory of Mississippi. So, are acknowledged heirs by the state and awaiting their share of the money, which is to be paid to them for land purchases from their Indian ancestors. Negroes, Indian ancestors, Negro, melanated people with Indian ancestors, DeSoto ran across a mound built of melanated Indian when he pulled up in Mississippi and Louisiana. Screenshot that. Screenshot that. This is it. This is what y'all want to see right here. These elite receipts. Roll the corn. Stories have been told of Negroes living with the Indians. No, they living with us. No, they living with us, man. We weren't living with the Indians. They living with us. I told y'all they came after us, and we taught their ass everything they know while they on the internet trying to diss us. We gave y'all culture. Let y'all learn how to grow corn. Let y'all live on the land in peace. And today y'all act like y'all don't know who taught y'all something. We taught y'all because the chief, the ruler, was a Negro. If we came after them, they would be the ruler. No, we was the rulers. Hold on. Y'all playing with the right one. Y'all play with the right one. What, did I get that receipt? I ain't even get the receipt. They better be glad I ain't loaded up this morning. But anyway, Negro was the ruler of Indian tribes in Mississippi. That's who DeSoto was fighting. Tuscaloosa. Tuscaloosa, the black warrior, Negro, Choctaw in Alabama. That's who he was fighting. He wasn't fighting no Native American. He was fighting melanated Indians. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. I just want to throw that in there. Old receipt I ran back across. Now let's look at this. I tried to get this out yesterday, but I had to go back and find the real receipts. Put the coin in the chat. Put the coin in the chat. Virginia Friday Street. That's a real street in Virginia. Friday Street, right? Who is this and who is this? Who is this and who is this? Put it in the chat. Who is this right here and who is that? Put it in the chat before I show you. Put it in the chat before I show you. Just look at the picture and tell me who these people are. On my left, who is this and who is that? An African and an Indian, Casey Macon. Hold on. Roll the corn. This is an African who came after us. We was already here smoking tobacco with the fleur-de-lis with the feathers on our head. Now let me show you the receipt. Let me show you the receipt. This ain't no native. This is a tall, 6'2" melanated Indian in Virginia. This is a 5'8", 5'10" African with no feathers, no smoke, no scepter. We are here with our culture. He just got bought here. Let's keep going. Y'all think I'm lying? Let me blow this up. Whoa, truth now. Virginia tobacco featuring an African slave right here and a Native American smoker tobacco. Hold on, let's go back. This is a slave, right? Here we go right there. African slave. And the and a Native American smoker. Indian. Whoa. Here go the Indian. Here go the African. Here go the Indian. Here go the African. Here go the Indian. Here go the African. They are not the same people. Roll the coin. How many times I got to drill this to these Pan-Africans, to these fake-ass historians, talking about we the same people. Do these look like the same people? He is taller. He is more in shape. He's smoking an indigenous crop his ancestors made. He got a corn scepter in his hand. This man just working in the field. He teaching him how to work. He teaching him how to grow the crops. I'm not saying no Africans came over here, bro. I'm not saying that. A couple of Africans did come over here. A couple. But we was already here. You got to acknowledge that in history, bro. Everybody don't come from his stock. We got our own stock. This man taller, stronger, faster. He more nourished. He got food, tobacco, fish. This man is just enslaved. I'm sorry, I just got to tell it the way it is, bro. He don't even look like no slave. He just chilling on the field. Now, what makes this so powerful is this shows you that it's two kind of people. Two different kind of people. Just because both of us melanated do not mean we are the same people. This is an African. This is a American melanated mound builder ancestor Indian. Do you get you hear the words coming out of my mouth? Roll the coin. And let me show it to you one more time so y'all can screenshot it. Let me get out the way. Of African slave over here, American smoking, a Native American smoker. Right here, American Indian. Right here. Do you see the difference? Pan-Africans. You cannot match our blood through no DNA with nobody from over there. You can't do it. Our bloodline is older. Our bloodline is stronger and better. You cannot match us with these people. Just because we melanated, we are not the same. That's just like saying a melanated man, a white man from Australia is the same as a white man from Scotland. No, they're not the same. Y'all ain't gonna say they're the same, is it? You gonna say that's a Scottish man and that's an Australian. Well, you need to call us a Timerican and call them African. That's what you need to do, because we not the same. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Now I'm finna get into some other stuff I've been reading. Even deeper. We getting deeper. Let's get deep. Let's get deep. Roll the coin. We come to roll the coin. Now, Nimrod, dating from about 800 BC, there is a figure of a deity standing beside a group of tall corn-like plants with jointed stalks and maize-like leaves, and with stylized cobs and conventionalized tassels. Let me read this again. From the Hall of Nations in the palace of the Assyrian king, Nimrod, dating from around 800 BC, there is a figure of a deity standing beside a group of tall corn-like plants with joined stalks and maize-like leaves with stylized cobs and conventionalized tassels. Let's keep going. And each of the panels was carved to represent activity of the nation in which it was dedicated, right? Mexico, Central America, South America. On the other hand, it may be dedicated to India or some other country. However, a circular embroidery from the same place and the same date shows deities facing well-drawn stalks of maize, while about the specimen there are a number of recognized ears of maize. Let's keep going. Whoa! Recognized ears of maize on the Sumerian seal. You see that? Stop acting like y'all don't know what this is. That's the old kingdom sign. This is corn. Y'all can stop playing. Corn on the, let's go back and look. Corn, maize on the seal. Maize, here we go, boom. Okay, let's keep going. In addition, there are symbols donating mountains and setting sun glyphs, in other words, land of the mountains of the setting of the western sun, among several beaten gold vessels from a mound in Lower Egypt, dating back 1000 BC, and now in the Cairo Museum. There is one jar model to represent ear of maize, another decorated with the maize flower. A mound in Lower Egypt, jar model to represent maize. Now, let me slow down. We got mounds in Egypt with corn artifacts coming out the mounds. What's the first place you seen that at? Over here. The first place the corn artifact come out the mound was right here. The Western Sun. The Western Sun. That is ideology for the sun going down in the West. The ancestors who passed away, the sun went down in the West on the ancestors of the West. That's what they talking about. Yeah, that's why they always talking about the East is when the sun come up. The West is where the ancestors come from. The West is where our people died. So the sun sets in the West. Egyptians always use that ideology, right? Let's keep going. Mound in Egypt with maize and maize flour. Let's keep going. Ear of maize, another decorated with the maize flour, tassels, and with the goat crop god for a handle, while a footed goblet shows the husk of the ears of maize. The land of the Western Sunset Mountains, right, shows a husk of maize. Finally, East Indian classic, the Ramayana. It is stated that dishes of corn boiled in the husk. I told y'all Rama came from corn. Didn't I tell y'all that? Ramadan, Ramayama, they talking about corn. It looked like all y'all religions, all y'all traditions came from the corn of Tamari. That's what it's starting to look like. This is what they've been hiding forever. This is what they've been lying about, trying to act like they got their own culture. Y'all got their culture from corn agriculture, people who rolled the corn and taught y'all spirituality with the agriculture. Mesopotamia, India, all y'all. Roma, corn. Egypt, corn. Samaria, corn. Yeah, we got you. On the wall in Egypt, corn. Corn husk right here. You see that? Wheat and corn, corn. Stop playing. On the walls. On the walls. That great, so-called great bloodline of the Sumerians y'all be talking about, and Egyptians and Cushites, that bloodline went right through them people from here. Right? The blood went from to God's chosen people to y'all and taught y'all everything y'all know. Everything you know. Let's keep going. All of the medicine, the painkillers, ancient medical plants, American medical plants, ancient Americans taught y'all about the crops and about what plants you use for painkillers and sedatives. You see that? Screenshot that. Ancient Americans taught y'all about the medical use of plants. Drugs of ancient America. Painkillers. Local you see it? Sedatives. Come from here. The high priest come from here. The priest of a moon, they got all the medicine, all the teachings of the herb, all that come from here. I told y'all the high priest of the pharaohs. One of them was named Maya. The high priest of Tutankhamun was named Maya. She was giving them people all type of cocaine and all type of other plants. Yeah, when Maya popped up, the cocaine rolled in Egypt. That's a whole nother lecture. I have to show you that. Yeah, but all of them pharaohs were full of American plants. Chocolate, cocaine, nicotine, tobacco. Stop playing. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Olmec, right? Represents a silk-tipped cob within the U-shaped husk. Depicts exposed cob alone. Central cob flanked by outwardly curving vegetation creating a form of resembling the fleur-de-lis. The fleur-de-lis, banded maize. Systematically identical maize motifs, Olmec art. The fleur-de-lis, people. Y'all thought the fleur-de-lis came from goddamn France? From France? You thought the fleur-de-lis came from France? You thought the French brought that over here? You thought the Vatican and the English people used the fleur-de-lis because they came up with it? No, that's corn. Olmec was using the fleur-de-lis way before France was a country, way before Europe was a country, way before any type of New Orleans saint popped up, anything. The Olmec were using the fleur-de-lis, and I'm going to show it to you. Motifs on the wall, Olmec corn, people. Fleur-de-lis, fleur-de-lis. The Caprice symbol. The Chevy Caprice. The box Chevy. Yeah, Caprice, saint, all that came from corn spirituality. You turn corn spirituality out the field into saints and priests. Because it was teaching the light side of nature. You try to make it, you made it into a sign of good for hunter-gatherers, which is the fleur-de-lis, which is the saint symbol. Now you make it a saint, you make it religious, you make it godly. Because it came from the nature's loving people of the people of God. So you use it as symbolism, as goodness, sainthood, priesthood. That's fire. That's fire. Let's keep going. Olmec, look at that. That's the fleur-de-lis. That's corn, people. Olmec maize god. You see it? Olmec maize god. That's who Osiris is. Same shit. Corn deity. Corn deity. Corn deity. Roll the corn. Roll the corn. Hold on. Now I got to take you back to the one from yesterday just to finish the deal. Just to finish the deal. Pharaohs and the wealthy ate immature sweet corn as a fruit. Field corn, led to the masses, was not portrayed in royal mortuary art because it was regarded unclean. A new kind of sweet corn Somebody flagging my page. Block them all out of here, Keisha. A new kind of sweet corn, the corn of Osiris. It came from Western Duat or paradise. The corn of Osiris that the pharaohs was eating came from Western Duat or paradise. Let me break that down. Western Duat is the land of the ancestors. Duat is the underworld of the ancestors. Western Duat is talking about America, people. Paradise, they talking about America. Paradise? Ain't no paradise in the desert. Ain't no paradise in Egypt, people. For paradise, you need trees, oceans, lakes, fish, water. Egypt ain't no paradise, a desert. They are talking about Western Duat. Paradise, the land of the ancestors, America. You think you think Egyptians wasn't trying to tell us the truth long time ago? They were trying to tell us the truth, people. They just hid the knowledge so we wouldn't know who they was talking about, who were their ancestors. Western Duat is here. The Duat snake is right out there in Mexico at Temple Mayor. The Duat snake is on the ground at Temple Mayor that they tearing it down right now in Mexico. Temple Mayor was talked about in the Book of the Dead of the Egyptians. They called it Western Duat. Look it up. Look it up. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. That's fire. That's nothing but the truth. So help it. Nothing but the truth. Nothing but the truth right there. Where we was at. Where we was at. Roll the corn. Medicine with the ancient Americans. Olmec. Right here. Olmec. Okay. Duat. Right? Now look. The Mesopotamia, the fleur-de-lis, was a symbol. Nimrod, Tammuz, and Semiramis had on their helmets, people. The fleur-de-lis. See that? You see that right there? That's the corn. Now let's go back. Now, we know the truth now reaching. We know the truth now reaching. You don't know what he's talking about. Let's go back. Let's go back. Now I got to blend the other receipts in, and show you the truth. Roll the corn. Watch this. Watch this right here. Watch this right here. Hold on. Whoa. Okay. Old mix. Fleur-de-lis. Okay. Now we getting somewhere. Yeah, now we getting somewhere. Yeah, we getting somewhere now. This was created over here. This was created over here. That is a headdress, people. You can see it right there. It's a headdress. Fleur-de-lis. Now, what kind of people were the old mixed truth? What kind of people were the old mixed truth? Let's go look into that. Whoa. Damn, Unc. Come on, Unc. This ain't Unc right here. This is Native American. That's Unc. Roll the corn. That's Unc right there. This ain't got nothing to do with y'all culture. Nothing. Look at Unc. Look at Unc. Let's go find a skinny old Mick. Let's find a skinny one. Let's go find a real skinny one and see how he look. Whoa. Damn. Olmec? What's old boy name? What's old boy name be talking about the Indian knowledge? With the cheetah. What's his name? What's his name? Be talking about the Indian knowledge with the cheetah, Keisha. He be had the goals in his mouth. What's his name? He's a content. He's a creator. He got the he be dropping knowledge. He be going to Egypt and stuff. What's his name? Chief something. Chief something. The Jaguar. Yeah. What's his name? Top Cat. Man, it's Top Cat, man. Listen, old man, look at Top Cat with the group. Roll the corn. It's Top Cat. What's going on? Shout out to Top Cat. Keep rolling the corn, Top Cat. Shout out to Top Cat. I love your work. Keep going. Keep pushing, Top Cat. Roll the corn. Now let's go. That's the old Mick. Now let's get back to where I was at. Right here. The fleur-de-lis on the heads of the Olmec. You see it. Mesopotamia, the fleur-de-lis lies as their symbol. Corn. Fleur-de-lis. Sumerian, Babylonian Trinity. Corn. These trees come from America too. Me and Earth Speaks broke them trees down. Long time ago, we broke them trees down. Me and him studied the trees, found the tree right up there in America. Roll the cord. And keep going. It's simple. Let's keep going. Now, Isis, the wife of Osiris, right? Then what they say, love story appealed to human emotions, gave Iris the cross with the loop at the top, known as the Ankh. Women loved her. Believed she taught the first woman to grind corn, spin flax, weave clothes, and care for children. The mother goddess of Isis. Believed she taught the first woman to grind the maize. Okay. How many more receipts you want? Let's keep going. Osiris was doggone. Hold on. Whoa. Hell no. Don't do that. Hold on. The first sentence is too heavy. Osiris was doggone. Interesting. I told y'all, bro. What is doggone? What is doggone, people? What is doggone? Put it in the chat. What is doggone? What's doggone? It's corn. Galil at the gun. He said, Osiris was Dagon. The same Dagon in Samaria, huh? The same Dogon tribe got the knowledge from these bloodline of people, huh? Osiris was corn. Galil et Dagon. ERG, elite receipt after elite receipt after elite receipt, man. Let's keep going. Osiris was Dagon, right? The brother of Cronus. Cronus, ain't that an Atlantean? Ain't Cronus an Atlantean? Am I tripping? I might be tripping. He invented the plow, the first cultivated bread corn. That's fire. His hieroglyphic was a plow and other implements of agriculture. Osiris was Dagon. Corn agriculture. Osiris in Egypt. Fire. 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 Cronus, the Atlantean. The Atlantean is the brother of Osiris. That's who brought the knowledge to Egypt. Y'all better put this shit together. Y'all better put it together. Cronus in the water civilization bringer is the brother of Osiris. That means the fish god is Cronus. The fish god of the Sumerians, the fish god of Egypt. That's why Osiris got the green scales as a fish. The knowledge is getting brought over the water to their land. That is symbolism for agriculture knowledge coming over the water to these areas, teaching them. Cronus, that's Atlanteans. Galil et Dagon. I can't teach you no better. That's fire. Ain't nobody teaching that. Ain't nobody teaching that. Who teaching that? Nobody. But truth. The maize god. The maize god. Fleur-de-lis. The maize god. Fleur-de-lis, people. Fleur-de-lis on the maize god. You see that? Harvesting begin. Reborn and start the new growing season. And that's why the maize god, Osiris, Anu, everybody is linked to what part of the year? What part of the year, people? What part of the year is the rejuvenation of the earth? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Not the summer, the spring. The spring. The maize god of Mayans, Olmecs, everybody's maize god comes when what? Watch this. When it's time to regrow the crops, people. That's when the spring pop up. That's why Osiris is linked to the spring. That's why Anu is linked to the spring. That's why the maize god in America is linked to the spring. That's why the Mississippian maize god is linked to the spring. That's where you get Mardi Gras from. You just think we just dancing in early spring for no reason? Y'all think YT people came up with the Mardi Gras? We was dancing to the spring every year. That is the spring festival. There ain't no goddamn Mardi Gras. They turned it into Mardi Gras. Roll the corn. We been doing that. It ain't nothing new on the land. White people put the mask on and came out there and tried to live with us and put the mask on trying to sneak into the Mardi Gras. Dancing all off beat and shit. I'm sorry for cussing, man. Dancing all off beat, trying to be down with the Mardi Gras way back in the 1400s. All over the house. They like, bro, get out the way, bro. Stop. Move, colonizer. Why is you out here? Why is you out here? Y'all didn't come up with that. That ain't French. The fleur-de-lis ain't French. Ain't no French quarters. Ain't none of that. Y'all bought that over here. Our people danced on that New Orleans land way before y'all ain't got no culture. All them parades in Brazil and Alabama and Texas, all of that is the spring festival. Then y'all come back with the pagan stuff. You come back with May Day. May Day is a representation of the green man. Osiris again. Mayday is a representation of the green man. Mayday party. They started the Mayday Look up the green man in Mayday. And you're going to learn the truth, man. Roll the coin. But Mardi Gras, our people. That's the spring festival of the replanting of the crops. We are nature's people. We are not pagan God deity people. We are nature's people. When nature rejuvenate, we rejuvenate. We don't rejuvenate with no damn deity. They do that. We rejuvenate to the changing of the seasons. God's people are nature's people. Everybody know that. You do your 1-2 step to nature, not to the Easter bunny. No. You don't do no 1-2 step to the Easter bunny, the resurrection of a deity. You do your 1-2 step to the spring. I can't teach you no better. Let's keep going. I can't teach you no better. I can't teach you no better. Ancestors on me. Teach it the right way. Truth. Teach it the right way. It's too many lying people out here. Roll the corn. Corn was featured heavily in the Bible because the Americas are the land of the Bible. Y'all talking about the Bible fake. Okay. True enough, it been remixed 40 times. But boy, the basis of them stories came right here from the land. The flood of Noah came right here from the land. This the only land got a flood. This the only land got floods, people. Ain't no flood in Egypt. Where the water at? Ain't no flood in Mesopotamia. Ain't no flood in Jerusalem. Ain't no flood. That's the desert. The flood story came from here to there. They are writing about our ancestors in the Bible. Okay. Think it's a game. Think it's a game. All you people on here talking about everything fake. Everything ain't fake, big dog. You believe in aliens, but you don't believe in a teaching. It don't make no damn sense. You believe in aliens, but you don't believe in an earthly teaching from a people. It don't make no damn sense, bro. How you believe in Enlil and Thoth, and you don't believe your people got flooded out and start moving around the world? It don't make no sense. We got artifacts of Mayans on boats during a flood, volcanoes going off. They got animals on the boat. Mayans got it on the wall. You don't believe that. Mayans got animals and their wife and children on the boat during the flood. I got the receipt. Don't play with me. Quit trying to put the faith of knowledge into extraterrestrials and give it back to the people who created the knowledge. Americans. That's what you do. Or the ancestors are going to kick you in your ass for lying. Yeah, they going to get you. It's coming. It's coming. Got Billy Carson apologizing, talking about my people. Shut your ass up. What you apologizing for? For lying? You apologize for lying? Don't apologize, big dog. Do better. Do better. Because before I roll the corn on you, I'll be about to roll the corn on you too, Billy. Don't lie to my people, bro. You've been lying too long. Come on back around to the light. Tell the story the way it's supposed to go. The fleur-de-lis all over, people. Now the French got the fleur-de-lis from our culture. Look at that. See what I'm saying? Now they call it the saint symbol. Now look at that. French got it now. French kings. French kings got scepters. French king got, look at the, hold on. Look at the French king with the scepter. Look at the French king with the coin scepter. France. Y'all turned it all into Catholic, Roman Catholic churches, huh? The church. Who is this? Who are these people? Let me see. All these. Look at that. Richard of Cornwall. See Richard of Cornwall who live on the mounds? You see him? Y'all starting to get where it's coming from? Y'all getting where it's coming from, huh? I taught y'all about the Cornwall. That's why ancient culture was in Europe and England, putting mounds and corn. They live on top of it. I can pull his receipt right now and show you where the mound's at. I'll put my life on it, and I ain't never studied him. I ain't never studied him. But I can pull his name and find out where he from, then ask if mounds in that area, it gonna pop right over with the Cornwall. I guarantee it. I ain't even got to research y'all no more. I know how y'all operate, bro. Now, French kings with corn scepters, calling it religion. Because the teachings of the corn turned into religions. Scepter, let's go back to the American Indian I just showed you. Scepter. You see where they got it from? Do you see where they got it from? Ain't nobody taught us this. We didn't read this in no book. Our ancestors gave us that scepter. You got it out of book, trying to be priestly, good, Hebrew-like. You got it out of book, hunter-gatherer. You got it out of book. Somebody taught you that. That's not your culture with the ball and the fleur-de-lis. That ain't your culture. They come way after us. I just showed you the Olmec with the fleur-de-lis, the Mayan with the fleur-de-lis, the Mississippian with the fleur-de-lis. All their culture came from here. Now look, in Egypt, corn sprouting on the wall in Egypt, people. There's a corn plant in Egypt. That's the fleur-de-lis on the walls in Egypt, people. They won't show you the receipts. It's corn on the wall in Egypt. Yeah, roll the corn. You see it? This is the corn of Osiris. This is the corn of Osiris. They eat the corn while it's small, like the wealthy, the pharaoh, corn of Osiris. You see it? Now look, we go to the Vatican, fleur-de-lis. We go to the Vatican, fleur-de-lis, glowing all up like God, all in the thing. I done broke history, bro. I done broke history. Y'all can't lie no more. You can't lie no more. We know the truth now. Single-handedly broke down y'all religions, bro. I can show y'all where the three kings, God, Jesus, all that come from. I could break it all down, but I don't even do it no more. I don't even do it no more for the simple fact we passed it. We passed it. Glowing in yellow. The corn. Fire. Big fire. Look. The fleur-de-lis emerged in Egypt, in Babylon. Then it came to France. The fleur-de-lis emerged in Egypt. I just showed it to you in Egypt. Then in Babylon. Then in France. The fleur-de-lis came from Egypt. It was in Egypt. It was in Babylon. Let me show it to you in Babylon. Let me show it to you in Babylon. Mesopotamia. Then it went to France. To these ugly motherfuckers. Yeah. Receipt God. Receipt God. Solomon's temple. The temple of Jerusalem, huh? The temple of Jerusalem. The temple of Jerusalem. The temple of Jerusalem. Solomon's temple, 2 pillars. Whoa. Solomon's temple, huh? Whoa. Solomon's temple. Look at that right there. What's over the door? What's over the door? What's over the door? Some type of plant over the door. Some type of plant over the door at Solomon's temple with the 2 pillars. What y'all think that is? Why these buildings were built? Why these Tartarian buildings were built, my babies? Huh? Why corn on the wall? Why is corn on the architecture? Interesting. Interesting? What? Our people built these buildings with the pillars, bro. I led y'all all the way down the rabbit hole to show you this. Your symbolism still on the building. It's still on the building. Some type of corn storage, some type of holy place they meditated it for the good harvest. That's why them buildings were built. And then they start evolving, and now they got free energy. They powering up the building, the plants, the ground, corn rolling around the building. It's just energy. They powering up the building, the plants, the ground, corn rolling around the building. It's just nature, man. Roll the corn. We know the truth now.